Hello, I wanted to make a short video about what I've learned so far regarding phase walking on console, specifically on N64. Since there's been a lot of talk about it today, I just wanted to show the method that I'm using to go for it when I practice the trick. Just a disclaimer, I am not consistent at this yet, so it will take me a lot of tries to get it. But in terms of the frame inputs, what I've been told is the strat that we currently know is the easiest to perform, which is still hard, is to leave first person, and then you have like one frame where you can be holding neutral on the joystick, and then you need to do a down press followed by a neutral position on the next frame, followed by an up position on the joystick, followed by another neutral. What that means is to go down neutral, up neutral, you're going to need to flick it down very fast and then flick it up very fast in rapid succession like this. I don't know if the camera will show because the frame rate on my camera is probably lower than the frame rate of the game, so it may be hard to see exactly what I'm doing, but I'm using my left hand hovering over the controller like this, and I have my index finger doing the downward flick and my thumb doing the upward flick, and I just do them like one after the other. And then the next part is factoring this in with the C button press. So I'm pressing C up. You can also press Z down if you want, but you need to do C up and then down flick and then up flick, and also press Z at either the same frame that you flick up or at the frame after when you release the flick. I think either one works. So I just try to press it about the same time as doing the upward flick. And what else should I say about this? I'm using my right hand in middle finger to reach to the Z button because my left hand is on top of the controller. This is, I think, the most comfortable way to attempt it for me. And I'll give it a few tries and then I'll talk about it some more. It is gonna take me a few minutes probably. There we go. Alright, so I got it once. I hope my hands were in a place where you could kind of see what was happening. But I'm going to talk about the next thing, which is how the heck do you time this? So what I was doing, let me just set up, let me open this real quick. I happen to have a music program, but I'm sure there are other programs you can do this with. I use this program to work on my songs, but what I did today was basically I used this as a metronome, since this is like a music editing software. It has a beats per minute and stuff like that. So I did the math, and assuming that this game is running at 30 frames per second, I would want a metronome of 15 clicks per second. Okay, so 15 times per second. By the way, 15, I'm doing half of 30. I'm trying to get the clicks to go with every other frame because of the way that the frames work, and also I can't really make sense of 60 clicks per second. It's like 30 clicks per second is too hard to like even comprehend speeds that fast. But anyway, 15 times 60 is 900. So you would want 900 beats per minute. My software doesn't allow me to go up to 900 beats per minute, so I have to do like, let's say, a quarter of that, which is 225, and then put a click on every quarter note so that there are 4 clicks per click, sort of. Or rather, not on every quarter note, that's the default. It would be every 16th note. So I'm just going to put like a little tick sound on every 16th note so you can hear how fast 15 clicks per second is. I hope this is coming through. I think it is. This is 15 per second, so this is half of the frame rate, assuming there's no lag. And now what I did was I just played 3 of these in a row. So what you get here is this, right? And I'm trying to time it so that those 3 ticks line up with my C-up press. That's like the first tick. So C-up is the first tick, the down flick is the middle one, and the up flick is the third one. So with like in mind, you go like, I don't know. It's hard to do it and say it at the same time, but it should be like each tick should correspond to one of those, because if you think about it, between the C-up and the down, you want 1 frame of neutral. So that's the 1 frame in between the tick and the next tick. And then between the down and the up, you also want 1 neutral. So that's also the time in between the middle tick and the third tick. And then after the up flick, you just have to let go as fast as you can. There's no point really in trying to conceptualize a 4th tick. So I just try to think of like the 3 ticks, and there we go. I happen to get it, but easier said than done, obviously. I've been trying this all day, so my consistency is somewhere in the range of like, I could get it once every 2 minutes or every 3 minutes or something like that. I might have overperformed that a little bit in this video, but I'm not sure. Anyways, I think that's all I have to say. Oh no, there's one more thing I wanted to point out. On N64, this becomes a little bit easier in laggy areas because the timing is just slower. So here's a good place to practice in a sort of moderate to heavy lag spot. It's the same exact strategy, it's just I'm going to be doing the movements a little bit slower. Oh, let me turn back on the camera so you can see me attempting it here. So instead of trying to go like, I'll try to think of it like, maybe. Oh, wow, that was perfect. Yeah. So you have to estimate how much slower to press it, but yeah, I don't know. That's what I got. That's all I got right now. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll catch you on my next stream. Yeah, follow Twitch TV /Znernicus.